Hey, what's up, everybody? I originally thought I had something, or I knew what the hell I was going to say here, and then my brain just went dead, and now I have no idea. But I figured, you know what, we were going to do something, and something apparently was going to come up, so we're just going to kind of wing this. And if something comes up, well, then you'll end up hearing this, and if not, this will just be deleted, and the hell with it. I'm talking to myself for no apparent reason. So today, let's see. Well, today was kind of a weird day. I had to do a training at work, and right off the bat, it was all of us in there, and it was a lady from the Talbert House, and here in Cincinnati, it's like a local agency that deals with addiction treatment. Um, and she was there to talk about the opioid epidemic that's going on, and I work for an insurance company, and we work on the case management end, so we're not really in like the numbers end of it. So we're not like I don't know about the insurance end of it. That we work basically on the people end of insurance, where we work for the people. I mean, that's what we're there for, and that's the reason I'm proud of my job, because the people I work with, we legitimate care. You're legitimate, if I can speak right. The nurses I work with left clinical nursing. We all left in the sense that we did our tour in war, um, because it's almost like you get done with nursing school and they say, "All right, so you know you went to nursing school and the reasons and all those things about helping people, throw all that shit out the window. We're here to make money." And it's and that's why I think this is actually a good thing for a lot of you people out there. Like a lot of nurses and um, I was about to say doctors, but I'll tell you here in a minute. Hold on, we got to keep this going. A lot of nurses, the reason if you ever get a nurse who's just like a bitch, um, and some of them nurses, we can be bitches. I'm just kidding. But like seriously, you ever get one that's just nasty to you, or is just rude, or has no people skills? I bet you when they first became a nurse, they had all the people skills in the world. People, there's people, yeah, who do things for the wrong reasons. But most of those people who want to become a nurse for the wrong reasons don't make it through nursing school. They don't make it through their first catheter or something like that. They're like, I'm done. We do it because we want to help people. Um, the system just burns you out. And I know it's not your fault. You're a patient. It's not your fault. And that's why I'm not making excuses for them. I just want you, as my enlightened, beautiful, resilient warriors, to realize that underneath that rough exterior, scrub wearing warrior is really a good person. So I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. So we had this training on the opioid, and it was a lot came out, like on both sides of the table. We had a nurse in there that worked in the ER, that worked in the ICU, that was just like battle worn, and she's saying, the opioids, blah, 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 and they come in and other people are taking it the wrong way. They're thinking like she's disheartened and she doesn't care about a life. They're not really understanding that she's battle worn and she's become like disassociated from the human element, and they're not seeing that. So you have this battle going on in this room, and like I was able to sit back for once and just appreciate people for where they are. And just understand like this lady's just passionate and she's just tired of it. She's not saying she wants anyone to die. And this person here, you could tell had a loved one or has a personal story, or maybe she's just that passionate about human life. But it's beautiful on both ends. So that was that. And then I came home and I listened to Kyle. And today was all about. It's almost like I could be that person that like does all of Kyle Cease's spoilers. Like he does something, or like he comes out with this amazing program, and then I do it, and then I do spoilers. I'm like, yeah. So on day 7, he told this joke about. I don't even remember any of the jokes, but there was a lot of good jokes. I would never do that to Kyle anyway. But that would be funny. But it would be like the worst. Spoiler alert. Oh, anyway. I'd be like the Rotten Tomatoes of the spiritual world. How stupid. That needs to be a spoof right there. Like, somebody's doing the reviews of, like, Tony Robbins and Kyle Cease and JP, and they're like the SNL of, I don't know. Okay, I gotta shut up. But that would be so funny. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. Totally forgot what we were talking about. Oh, yeah, day 7 was all about coming up with ways to put yourself out there. So I've been trying to do that more and more. And initially, it didn't start out for the reason I'm doing it now. Initially, it started out for, well, I guess maybe it did start out for some reason. I don't know. But then, like, I started really thinking. I said, our minds are very good at protecting us. Like, when we catch our mind protecting us is when we lash out at our mind. You asshole! What are you doing? What are you doing? But there's times we don't catch our minds protecting us. We don't. You know what I mean? That's, I think, the disconnect a lot of people have is like we get so, like, when you start out on this journey and you learn, you first, it's almost like a bad relationship with a parent. When you find out the dysfunction or whatever, and if it was parent driven, you're like, oh, and you're pointing a finger and you're just very accusatory. Oh, damn you for doing this to me. And we're like that with our minds at first. We're like, you're the freaking curse. If I could just get you the hell out of my head, I would want to be done with you. Damn you. Then we come to this stage of kind of fixing ourselves. And that's like when maybe we agree to talk to that parent again, or we start exploring other options other than hatred. We're moving towards forgiveness. And in the mind sense, that's when we're like, okay, let's meditate. Like, let's sit with the mind and let's work this shit out. And then when you get to a stage of healing is when you realize that parent, even though they were fucked up, did what they did at that time because that's all they knew, but they still loved you. And in most cases, I'm not speaking in everyone's case, okay? I'm not speaking in everyone's case. I'm just saying this is just kind of a don't, like, because I can't speak for everyone, and those people who don't have that, like, my heart goes, I don't know, but it's pain. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not trying to belittle that. But in most cases, a parent, when you forgive, you come to some sort of peace. And a lot of us can say, well, the parent did in their best to raise you, to love you, to care for you. You come to some sort of peace like that. And then we find out in a different way, like, our mind is the same way. Like, you come to this peace, like, my mind doesn't hate me, because there's so many other times, and still to this day, where my mind protects me. It's me that's growing, and as I grow, I say, oh shit, this don't work no more, mind. Let's try this. And the mind's just a little bit more of an a-hole. It's like, stop it, and it doesn't want to change, little Danny DeVito mind, but it will change. And so the mind's not this evil thing, I guess I'm trying to say. I just have been rambling. I've had a wicked sinus infection, and I think it's been stemmed since being out there attempting to fix my brakes. So I'm going through it right now. So y'all got to bear with me, because every time I get so congested in my head, I feel like my brain does not work. If any of you guys can relate, or maybe my brain just doesn't work, and this is a unique thing for just me. So that's it. We're gonna end it at that. That's it. Day 7. So I really thought of something else I wanted to do too. So I figured I'm going to come up with a name for these videos. And I think this video is actually going to make it. So I think what I'm going to do for every video is just come up with something witty, because I didn't have anything witty for the last one. So I'm going to put something witty on this one, and I hope it's actually witty. It may not be funny at all. I thought it was funny. But all right, y'all. Have a good one. Love you guys.